Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous videos, while discussing strings, we have seen so many methods in order to manipulate strings, right? So in this video, we will see how we can effectively format the strings. So what does that mean by formatting the strings? Let us go ahead and see with some examples. Let's say I will be having a string, which is if you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe here. So I have this string which is if you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. So what I wanted to do is that here I wanted to take out of this video like and subscribe. I wanted to assign this particular values. I wanted to format these values, which is video, like and subscribe, with some other values. Let's say what I will be doing is that I will be having a variable which is like L. In this L, I am having this particular like. In I will be having one more variable which is S. In this variable, I will be having subscribe here, and I will take one more variable which is V. In this V, I will be having this particular video. So here in these strings, I will be removing this particular video, like and subscribe. So now I wanted to replace these values by using these variables. So I wanted to put these variables and these values inside of these strings by using these values and variables. How we can do that? That is how we will be seeing in this video. So let us go ahead and see. So the first method that we have in order to do this is using string concatenation, nothing but using this particular plus operator. So let us go ahead and see how we can do that by using this string concatenation. So I will be using if you found this. So here I wanted to have this particular video after this particular this, right? So for that reason, I will use a place here and I will put video I am having in V, right? So I am putting this particular V here. So after this particular, if you found this, here I need to get video. So for that reason, I am mentioning V here. After that, what I will be mentioning is that interesting. So hit. So you can compare this particular string with this particular string above. So hit, I need to mention a like here. So for that reason, I am mentioning L. So in L, we are having the value which is like, right? So after that, what I want is that I want and subscribe here. So in S, I am having subscribe. So I will be mentioning S at the end. So if we can execute, I hope we can able to get this by assuming that if you found this after this particular string, we are mentioning this particular V, which is nothing but the video. So after that, we are having this particular interesting hit. By using this L, we are replacing this particular L with like. So after that, we are using this particular S. Inside of the S, we are having subscribe. So now if I execute this, you can able to see the expected result. If you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. Here the only mistake that we have is with the spaces. So I am doing the spaces adjustment, and if I execute this, you can able to see the exact expected string in the above by using this particular formatting, using this particular string concatenation. So by using this string concatenation, we can actually do that. So what I will be doing is that I will have this L and S. If I combine both of these strings, what I will be getting is that I will get this particular like subscribe. So like this, we can combine the strings, right? So I will be using, let's say, A here, a string A, and after that I will concatenate this particular A with B. And if I execute this, you can able to see the result, which is AB. So like this, by using this string concatenation, by using this plus operator, we can able to arrange and format the values, the variables inside of the string. Like this, we can able to do that. So let us go ahead and see one more method in order to format. And the method is nothing but dot format. So by using this dot format, which is nothing but str, by using this str dot format, we can actually format the strings effectively. So For that reason, what I will be doing is that I will take the same example that what we have taken previously here. I will just copy this and I will just paste in here, and I will remove all of these things what we have here, and we need to mention everything in a single string. So for that reason, I am removing everything that what we have here, and now we have got everything in a single string. So in order to format this particular string, we will just use this particular format. So inside of this, we need to pass some parameters. Before that, in this string, we need to do some adjustment. If you found this, here we need to get the video, right? So for that reason, wherever we wanted to get the values, wherever we wanted to mention the variables, we need to mention this particular braces. So interesting hit, here also we need to get the like, right? So L we need to get. So for that reason, I am mentioning this particular braces here in order to get the like here. So after that, we need to mention a subscribe, right? So for that reason, I am mentioning one more curly braces here. So by using these curly braces, we can actually replace these curly braces with whatever the values that we have here. So now what I will be doing is that I will mention V. So this V is representing the video, right? So that is what I am using. So after that, what we need to mention? We need to have like, right? So for that reason, I am mentioning L here. After that, what I will be mentioning is that I will be mentioning subscribe. So which is nothing but S here. So here all these curly braces will be replaced in this particular variables, and in these variables we will be having the values which is like, subscribe and video. So now if I execute this, we can observe the same result what we have expected. Video interest, if you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. That is what the exact string that we are expecting in above, right? So I hope you can able to understand. By simply mentioning these braces, we can able to replace these braces by using this format method. So to understand more clearly, I will explain with a very simple example. So here what I will be doing is that let's say I will be mentioning like, and here I need to get the subscribe. So in order to get the subscribe, what I will be doing is that I will mention this particular format. In this format, we can pass the argument. So here I will be mentioning subscribe here. So now if I execute this, we can able to see like, subscribe. Though I haven't mentioned directly this particular subscribe here, by using this format, we can actually replace this particular curly braces with whatever value that we are passing. This is a simple example with one format, one parameter here. Here in this example, we have seen with the three parameters. So what I will be doing is that I will take the same string here and I will paste it here. So let's say if we are having this particular parameters and by somehow we are mismatched with these parameters. Let's say I am having S at the beginning and I am having V in the second parameter. At last I am having L. And if I execute this, you can see the different result, which is if you found this subscribe interesting, like, hit video and like, it doesn't make any sense, right? And this is not what we are expecting. So we are expecting in this format, but by somehow by misplacing this particular parameters, we are getting this result. So in order to arrange this properly without changing these parameters, so what we can do is that we can use the indexing here. So these curly braces, inside of this, we can mention the indexes in order to get the exact indexes. So this particular S will be considered as index 0, this particular V considered as index 1, this particular L is considered as index 2. So starting with the index 0, going till how many number of parameters that we are having? -1. So we need to get this subscribe here at the end. Because of that reason, I will be mentioning 0, because this particular S can be represented with 0. So after that, we are having this particular V. V I need to get in here. So for that reason, I am mentioning 1 here. After that, I need to get this particular L after this particular hit. So for that reason, I am mentioning L here. So not directly L, but value 2 here. So now, if I execute this, you can able to see the result. That is what we have expected. If you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. So in this way, we can actually format this particular string, though the parameters passed in a different format. By using indexing, we can able to arrange them properly. So apart from that, if we can directly mention these variables in here itself, that will be good, right? So for that reason, we have one more method which is fstring here. So this is one of the method, one of the process in order to make the strings more meaningful. So now what I will be doing is that I will just take this particular string, and instead of putting this particular indexes 1 2 3 or 0 1 2, what I will be doing is that here in the first braces I need to get video, right? So for that reason I am mentioning video. If you found this video interesting, hit like I am having in L. So after that we are having hit like and subscribe. So here I need to get the S. So here if we just mention the variables directly, we can able to get the string. So these variables will be replaced with actual values. And before that, what we need to do, we just need to mention F here. By simply mention this particular F at the beginning, we can able to replace all of these values with the exact values. So now if I execute this, you can able to see the result. If you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. So in this way, we can actually replace this particular variables with actual values by simply mentioning this particular F. So this is one of the very widely used methods in order to format the strings. So I will show you one more trick here in order to use effectively this particular format. So let us see that. So here I will be explaining. Let's say I wanted to get 45.00. In order to get this particular 45.00, what I will be doing is that I will be having this particular string which is 45, and after that I need to get two zeros. So if we directly use two zeros, that won't work. So what I will be doing is that I will be using this particular format. So here I will explain that. Let's say I am having a variable which is a score here. So in this score, I am having the value which is 100. So what I need to get is that I don't want to just get this particular 100, and after that I need to get two values. Let's say I need to get this particular 00 after this particular 100. So in order to get that, what we can use by using string formatting is that I will execute this first so that we can have the score. So I wanted to print, let's say, the score is 100.00. So for that reason, what I will be doing is that the score is, I need to mention this particular score. So for that reason, I will just simply mention this curly braces. So by using this dot format, we can replace, right? So I am using this particular score. So now if I directly execute this, we are getting only 100. So in order to get dot 00, I need to mention one more thing here. So I need to mention this particular F here, and if I execute this, we are getting 6 zeros, because this particular, we by mentioning this particular F, what we are doing is that we are telling that this particular value is a float value, not just an integer value. By default, this will be considered as integer value. We are mentioning F to mention that this is a float value. As it is a float value, we need to get 6 zeros after the decimal, after this particular point here. For that reason only we are getting this. So let's say what I will be doing is that I will mention dot 2 here, and if I execute this, we can able to see the result, which is only two zeros after the decimal. And if I mention 3 here, and we can see only 3 zeros. If I mention 10 here, and you can see we are getting 10 decimals, 10 zeros after this particular decimal. Like this, we can mention whatever and how many zeros that we want after this particular decimals. Let's say I am having this particular value as 45.5, and if I execute this here, we can able to see this particular zeros are coming 9. So I will go with simple single number. I will mention 5 here, and you can see we are getting 4 zeros, and we are getting this particular 5. So after this particular decimal, we need to have 5 values So when we are having less values, those values will be replaced with 0. Let's say if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I execute this, we can able to see we are getting all fives. And if I have one less value, we are having only 4, and if I execute this, we can able to see 1 0 at the end. So like this we can able to handle this kind of a situation by mentioning how many values that we want after the point. So apart from this, we have one more method in order to format the strings. That is nothing but the old method that we used to have, which is nothing but by mentioning this particular percentile symbol. So let us go ahead and understand how we can use this. So for that reason, what I will be doing is that I will take this particular same example here. So I am taking this example and I will be pasting here. So what we need to do is that we need to replace these curly braces with this particular percentile symbol. So for that reason, I will be using this percentile here, and I will replace all the percentiles here, here, and here. So if you can carefully observe all the values that we have taken, this V, L, S, all are these of string type. So for that reason, we also need to specify the type of this variable. So that is nothing but string here. So I am mentioning all the parameters of type, which is S. So by mentioning this S, it will be identified that these are the string types. So here we need to pass the parameters in the order itself, not in any order. With whatever the order that we need to mention here, replace here, those order need to be mentioned. So first we need to have video, later we need to have a like, after that we need to have subscribe. And if I execute this, you can able to see the result. If you found this video interesting, hit like and subscribe. So as we are all having strings, so that we can able to see the this kind of a thing. So let's say if we want to include this particular score, what we need to do, as it is a integer value, we will be mentioning either with percentile I or with percentile D. So now I will be mentioning this as percentile I. So now if I give score here, and if I execute this, we can able to see the result, which is 45, because by mentioning this particular I, it is considered as integer. If I give D here, if I execute this, still we are getting 45 because it is considered as integer. So like this, we can format the strings effectively in whatever the format method that you like. So the suggestion is that this F string is most widely used because of its flexibility. By simply mentioning this value, this variable inside of this curly braces, we can able to directly get this instead of putting the order here, and instead of making the indexes using here, instead of mentioning all of these things. This particular F string is one of the widely used because of its flexibility. Whenever you wanted to use any string formatting, you are better use this particular F string also, so that it will be very useful for you. So that's it for this video. We have discussed all the formatting techniques in this video. So if you found this video interesting, hit the like, and in the next video we will be seeing some of the methods to handle the strings. So to stay updated with my latest videos, hit subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications to all, so that whenever I upload any video, you will get the notification. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.